zone for a touchback. To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. 9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Well, these two teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. On first down, Hurts. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. That is caught by Lamb. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's got it. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Elliott will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an eye formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
On the set.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. That third down conversion good for 23.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Damone Clark brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, of course, and now this is intercepted. My goodness. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched the playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football, because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. Stiff-armed him. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Hurts. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
On first and goal, they'll try the option left. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. And not a good time for the sack on second and goal. A loss of 6. And now it's third down.
50 back there! 50 back there! 18, right here!
Throwing is Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles! Quez Watkins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. And he slings one that's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it. But listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Cowboys at 12-2 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now, because to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way, because they're not just beating teams, They're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Prescott to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So now fourth down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
The kick by Maher is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Dallas Goedert, of course, he'll do well in this stadium. He's got a first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. It's complete to Brown, right side. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend. Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
7
They'll look to throw again. And this is caught by Watkins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
19 White.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Hurts throw there taken in by Smith. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. From the 9, 2nd and 5. Back to throw again. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Prescott.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, this secondary just continues to be a force. Multiple interceptions in this game, and now the pick-6.
And the thing about it is once you get an interception as a unit, you think to yourself, okay, we got that. How do we increase it the next time? Get the interception, do a little more damage, and there's your outcome right there. Take it to the house and break down what they're trying to do offensively.
Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little more.
right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the option, here's Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play. We're able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Zeke going to get it on the option. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Prescott now. Opted to run for it. The decision, a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Run of the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on third down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. And this one quickly to Lamb. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Eagles will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Back and 60.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Ready.
Running right. Here's Sanders. They find some open field here. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Set. Moving 19. 79 Broncos.
On first down, Hurts. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll go down at the 28. That one a first down pickup of 8. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Now back to throw. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders from 4 yards out. And the Eagles are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 24.
Cowboys 10. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. 51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On third down, it's Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now Prescott. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes. You can read his hands. And you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it. And oftentimes, knock it away.
On play action, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys! He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
That's caught at the 1. And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
The Eagles on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 14. This is Smith with a grab. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Hurts going to take this himself. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, 31 yards. And the Eagles stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Elliott good on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The return from his end zone is Graham. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but he's got a man complete. A big play here for Dallas. 72 yards.
That's good for a Cowboy.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. To throw is Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. There he goes, right side. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5. And can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields the squib kick right around the 30.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
19 Chargers.
Throwing is Hurts. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he has kept the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have one timeout left. And that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch. Not at all.
But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into?